everyone, Don and Ash here.
Hello.
Back for another reaction video. This time we're going to be taking a look at the League of Legends Worlds 2020 finals, the opening ceremony. Not the finals, but the opening ceremony. The 2019 one was absolutely awesome, and a lot of you guys are looking forward to it. And we know that 2020 is going to maybe have some hiccups, or they had to do something different because COVID hit, and obviously nobody could have expected, the impact that was going to have worldwide on every single industry.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see what they did with this, and how they put together a show just amongst all the difficulties. And I just want to address, if my eye looks red, it's because I was making out with my cat, and I'm pretty sure one of my stupid cat's hairs got in my eye, and I was fighting with it in the bathroom. So there you go. Yeah, but without further ado, let's hop in.
Yes, I'm excited to hop into it too. And like Don said, everyone was really excited for the 2019 ceremony, and we obviously see why now.
Yeah.
That was absolutely epic, and I'm sure as much as the Riot team was so amped for 2020, I'm sure their hopes got dashed, obviously, as Don already mentioned.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just excited to see, or interested to see, how they pulled through in the face of adversity, basically.
Yeah. All right, let's hop in. Let's go!
中国也许不是电竞的发源地，但有人说这里也是电竞的家园。在这里，诞生过许多传奇。在这里，这项运动持续进化，年复一年的成长，催生出一种新的风尚。10年的巅峰之战就在此地凝聚。2020全球总决赛，我们为之所向无前。
手中的烈日，我的名字你了解，脑海里盘旋，声浪回响，上顶峰势不可挡，开始就不会停下，看我肆意破坏，遨游战场，无谓的怀疑在耳边，别退后浪费时间，完美倒映你的眼，也心沸腾血液，听我内心深处困兽咆哮，锁定你视线内。
Yeah, that's like KDA, right?
渴望的火焰正在温热燃烧。I'm on a whole other level. I bet you wanna come and play with me. 掌控一切，逃离喧闹。你是否可以和我们对抗？I'm so tough，疯狂这次释放。I can feel it rush now。
like so nervous for the technology.
I'm like, oh yeah, of course, Seraphine was in that one. The song.
I'm like sitting here, I'm like, so the dancers, they see the holograms too? just carry it out.
Yeah.
I love it. Not all the lights are lit up on the case either. Oh no, the one guy's drum. How are we seeing these graphics? What? Just a little bit. Thank goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
What? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I was expecting to hear the whole announcer and the team thing as well. All right. So I want to address that the most disconnecting part of this whole thing. Okay, so first of all, I want to say that I think they did a great job with maybe all. I have no idea all the things that affected them, the whole production specifically.
Yeah.
But I can imagine shortages of this and that, and not being able to get certain talent there, or you know, all the COVID limitations that were in place. I think they did a great job with what they could do. And I see that they really leaned into choreography and an actual more human performance rather than leaning into technology too much. They still had the holographic stuff. They still had what looked like some augmented reality. Like maybe it was mixed in, maybe I don't know, but like when they had the two teams hovering in the sky above the stadium there,
Yeah.
that looked more augmented reality to me. Just the way like when you're looking through your phone, like the way Pokemon look or whatever. Whatever. A couple, I guess, very obvious issues was like the lights on the case for it being like a main centerpiece. You could see
Yeah.
that some of the lights were not lit up, and I guess it seems like a small detail, but it's a big detail because like everybody is focusing on that, so they
Yeah,
notice. So
exactly.
I know that
Yeah.
the people who worked on it are like feeling that sting, right? That's gotta suck a little bit, and I'm just like, thank goodness it opened.
Yes.
Right, especially when like all the dancers like had the move where they all like put their hand out to it and were like lifting it, like opening it or
Opening
whatever.
it,
I was
yeah.
like, oh man, could you imagine if it didn't? I felt bad when the drummers came out because the drummer to the it would have been their right side, or we're looking to the left, the second tier back of the arrow. His drum was not lighting up, and then it was lighting up
It's like
intermittently.
it glitched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was lighting up
Yeah.
intermittently, and then it was going off. Also for us that were not in the stadium, even when this was live happening, the sound, we got stadium sound, which was very disconnecting to the entire
Yeah.
performance, right?
Yeah, I agree.
The 2019 performance, whatever direct feed they were giving us was fantastic, and I don't really see a reason why that couldn't happen again. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't seem like you I just
Yeah, that's maybe like that's more of like a setup thing than a
yeah.
it's shortage thing, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm like in setup. Why didn't that just? Why aren't we getting a direct feed? So I mean, for the people that were in the stadium, same performance as every year that they whatever. But for us watching it afterwards, I feel like there was some sort of production mistake there, or like production oopsie, right? So that was pretty disconnecting. But I really like how much the um dancers, the performers, put into their performance.
yeah.
I think they all did great, and like I was smiling, like even when like it was Legends Never Die was singing. They had like here's the other thing, like wardrobe. I feel like there was a big lack of wardrobe because it seemed,
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
That was
like
something I wanted to bring up too.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I forget what champion the guy was supposed to be playing, but the guy with the brown hooded adornment,
Yeah.
when he was like fighting through all the other guys, I don't want to say cheap. It was just like very low budget, right? So
Yeah.
and then the other part that came up that was very low budget after that, when they were all they had like rows of people come out and they were all like marching. They were all doing the little march,
Yes.
and you could see that like it seemed that like it was just people from the production team, honestly, because there was like this dude standing there who was wearing like literally like dress shoes. Like I'm serious. And then like next person was wearing like Converse. Next person was just wearing their like night whatever. They were all just wearing whatever they were wearing, and I'm like, are these performers or are they just like people to just fill in, like part of production staff?
Yeah, and it's like I was trying to remember that video because there it's not the same video, but there is a video where like there's actually like a crowd walking in, so I'm like, okay, maybe they're just trying to like sync up with that video, but it didn't match the song that was actually playing. Um, I know it's not extremely helpful because I can't remember the name of the video, but regardless, um, yeah,
I'm like, that was a weird segue from me going into the people marching that weren't looking the same into some sort of video. I'm like, make it make sense for me.
I thought that maybe they didn't look the same because they were trying to resemble the crowd that was walking in one of their videos for a previous.
Oh, that doesn't make no sense to me.
I was trying to put it together.
Yeah, no,
that's how far I was trying.
Yeah, that don't make no sense
I
to
was
me.
trying.
I feel like I honestly feel like it was just like dancers didn't have enough wardrobe, or it was just people on the production team filling
I
a
think
spot.
that's probably more accurate or realistic for sure. I also think like the KDA members, I don't think their holograms were as high quality as we've seen in the previous worlds.
No, you're right, and I honestly think that might have to do with maybe shortage of the amount of hollow net stuff they could get, right?
And I do remember like in 2019 in the behind the scenes they said that like some of the projectors they used, there were only so many even available at that time, let alone in a world of like shortages. But yeah, that was just something that stood out to me, especially when Seraphine came in. Her hologram specifically was quite like pixelated and glitchy.
Yeah, who knows? Honestly, maybe it had nothing to do with how many they had. Like, it could have been anything. Like, honestly, it could have been just like a different stadium, or just like the distance of the projections, like who knows? Because
True.
like
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
us, I'm gonna say like 99.999% of us have no idea how that tech even works.
Yeah.
So like,
It was just I
no,
just
no,
wanted to be like, it's something I noticed.
no,
It was
valid
totally
observation,
not
right?
the same level.
Obviously, valid observation. It's just who knows why that happened, and unless it's the obvious reason, which is like a shortage of them, then I'm just more curious than ever. And I would love, honestly, even we watched the 2019 behind the scenes, and it's all like great. It's great to see a behind the scenes of something that went good, but I also want to see the behind the scenes of something
Yeah.
that went not so good. If there is
Yeah.
a behind the scenes of this, I absolutely want to watch it because I want to see what they did, like Ash asked at the beginning, in the face of adversity. I love to know the process of and them talk about them being the different production leaders of all the different departments and stuff like that. Talk about
How they had to adapt.
yeah, like what happened, right? So
Yeah.
that would be super interesting.
I totally agree. I also didn't expect, I guess, to hear that many songs. Um, I didn't expect to hear "Legends Never Die."
I honestly think it's because we got longer performances for each. Like if you're comparing it to 2019 or going off that as like a base point, I think it's because all these performances were truncated,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like they didn't have the technology to mix into the whole performance. So it's like as soon as they did their choreographed thing,
Right.
that was it basically, and they moved
Yeah.
on to the next one.
Yeah. I think each previous world ceremony has only had about like 3 songs though, so that's kind of where I'm referencing. There's definitely more than 3
No,
in
that's
this
what I'm
one.
saying. It's three, but because if you look at the time that this took up 14 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So amongst those three songs, we got much a longer performance. They didn't.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm saying, right? They
understand.
didn't
Yeah.
need to. I think that's honestly we're just trying to fill time because if we had, I mean, I think it's just a lack of technology.
Yeah. And I think also just some of the transitions between songs was a little off for me. And like the mashup at the end,
Well,
but
yeah, no, of course, but I think again the reasons like that there was certain cuts they did where it was like they were going to a camera that was just like panning on the crowd, or they were going to a camera that was doing like a slow scale in, like a zoom in or zoom out.
yeah.
And once again, I'm just going to cite a lack of technology. Every single transition was much more um I don't want to say it's like how do I even say this? Old technology. No, it's just more standard transitions that you would see at I don't know, just like you don't expect to see like hollow net performances at the Olympics. What you
Yeah.
expect to see at the Olympics is like them cutting to different cameras and just showing cool angles and whatever, showing the crowd and
Yeah.
right, some more I don't know, traditional ways of keeping interest when it comes to like a stadium performance or something like that. Um
Yeah.
I mean you are right. It's just I the easy answer really is a lack of technology, but I wish we could just get that deeper level of which technology and why wasn't it there, or I'm sure they tried to get it. Supplier said no. I'm just so interested more in the behind the scenes on this one. I really am.
Yeah.
Um,
But overall, I do think like they did really great for what they probably had available to them.
I think they did the smart thing, was just to lean into choreography. What
Yeah.
other choice do you have? Like every other year was building up the tech side of it,
Yeah.
and that's really kind of what made their show. If you really think about it that way, the human aspect, apart from the main singers that they had, and that's the other thing, they couldn't get any main talent in this one. There were no singers, right? It was just the tracks playing plus visual performances of the dancers.
Or
But
that one girl doing the KDA cover.
yes, I'm gonna say that's because maybe she was local to the region.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because yeah, we it didn't seem to it's not like we had any like European singers there or any other ethnicities
Yeah.
of singer there. So yeah, probably largely travel restrictions on that end. Um, uh, yeah, what you're saying, they did good with what they had, and honestly, I think that this would have made like the people who worked on this have even like a bigger fire or passion or vengeance or whatever to make 2021
Yeah.
much better.
True.
Um, it would be sick if 2021 was back to. I guess people are saying 2021 is the introduction of Arcane, so that one's sick, um, which is awesome thematically. But I'm really interested to more how the show turned out.
Yeah.
Like really at the root of it, I'm really interested to see how the production of the show bounced back from such a like a downer that
Yeah.
was on like out of their control.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys will have to let us know your favorite moments from this video. And the things that you noticed that were kind of awry the first time you watched it, and you were like, "Oh, that's kind of a bummer," or "Oh, I expected more," or whatever. Let us know your opinions on this one's for sure. And if you are liking our little journey through these opening ceremonies, we got 3 more to do, and I'm really hoping, of all, that the 2023 one is good. Like 2021, 2022, I'm like, I don't care. I expect them to be whatever. But 2023, for some reason, I'm just like, please be good. Like, please be good. The season cinematic sucked. I don't even play the game. Doesn't even matter. I look forward to watching those damn season cinematics.
Yes.
I'm like,
yeah.
I swear this show better been good. Anyways, as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.
Bye.